Hi guys, Paul here from PABrewNews. This is a video response to the Albino Rhino's question of the week, I think it is, or just a random question he posted. And it was for the beer reviewers out there to post what their 10 most influential beers are. And of course, that's a very interesting thing to think about. Beers that have affected your life in some way of, they've changed your way of thinking, they've altered stuff from time to time. It's nice to see how your life progresses. And I've compiled a short 10 beer list. I don't know how great it will be, but that's the thing, it's a personal thing, so it really doesn't matter. But I have it down here. Right now I'm just enjoying a Magnum Opus, a homebrew I did, a German double IPA. It's oaked as well. Well, burning some trash, so here I give you a review. Or a video rather. As long as this thing doesn't blow up on me, we'll be alright. Here we go. First one on my list, and I'm going chronologically as far as young to old, is Budweiser. Very influential to me. The Budweiser is the beer that I had first. It's my first ever beer, and it was basically the ale, beer, lager that turned me away from beer for years, and I subsequently, because of that, found whiskey, and whiskey kind of overtook my life for quite a few years, and became one of those big A words, if you know what I mean. So that wasn't very fun. So during the time, I actually started going to pubs and things like that, slamming the whiskey left and right. I found another one called Guinness Draught, or Draft, or however you want to say it. And that was really interesting because for me, that's when I found out that beer wasn't always piss water. Beer wasn't always this. And it was pretty interesting. It was nice and thick. I kind of developed the idea of, there's more out there than just Busch and Budweiser and stuff like that. So that was pretty interesting. But I had a hard time moving away from the whiskey. I was very stuck on my whiskeys. I couldn't get off of it. During that time, I got married, things happened, and I realized my whiskey was kind of affecting my life in a very bad way. So I ended up becoming sober, just giving everything up. And I was like that for probably three and a half years. I just stopped drinking and just didn't drink at all. And then one day I decided, for some reason, I just wanted a case of beer. And I was always told and brought up with the concept of Germans make the best beer. Germans make beer, that kind of German beer. So I bought myself, I went to the local shop and I looked around. I found a case called Warsteiner, and I just thought, whatever. I didn't drink beer. And I knew that Dunkel is dunkles, dark, and I like, I remember the Guinness. It's like, ooh, dark. Yeah, give me a dark beer. That's cool. So I bought Warsteiner Dunkel, and I thought it was really good. I mean, it was easy to drink. It didn't taste like piss water. I mean, it had some flavor, so I drank that. And that actually got me started to drink beer. So after I got that, I remember that Guinness, and so I went back, and they said, well, I love stouts. I mean, I think I really enjoy, I remember that, and I really wanted to get into that again. So they actually gave me this extra stout, which is the original stout from Guinness, and I thought that was absolutely wonderful. And I drank that non-stop, and that really opened me the eyes of there's more beer than just Germany. So it's not just American piss water, and it's not just Germany. There's beers on other countries that are very good and all that. So that's when I started looking to other countries, and I would hit all different countries. The one country I'd never hit is America, which brings me to my next beer. It's called Old Heathen by Weyerbacher. I was at a brewing convention kind of a thing, and I ended up seeing this Weyerbacher, and I tried that. It was awesome, and I found out they were Pennsylvanian. Holy fuck, it's Pennsylvania. This is awesome. Nice, rich, dark imperial stout. So that took me into the realm of looking towards the States for ales. So I really enjoyed that. The next three come in pretty much a boom, boom, boom kind of a thing, probably within a few months. Red Mo, Hopback, and the ESA from Yards. So it's Otto's Brew Pub, Trogs, and Yards. Boom. And they are the ales that stepped me gradually and then kicked me through the door with the idea of hops. Hops, bitterness, the whole deal. Those were my ales that introduced me to this whole concept, because I was a very malt-based man. I couldn't stand any hops. Didn't want to do anything. If it was slightly bittering, I just threw it away. Didn't want it. These really opened me up to that. And this one, for the people that watch me whenever the fuck they watch me, is relevant. Trogs Java Head. That is the first ale that I've drank that I really could grasp my head around. I really enjoyed it. I wanted other people to enjoy it. I kind of could figure out a way to discuss it, to pull things out of it, and that became my first ever beer review. And that has led me to where we are now, over 100 videos on this channel because of that. And the last one comes from abroad. This is BrewDog's Tokyo Imperial Stout. This was a big boy, 18%. I traveled an hour just to buy one bottle, and it was completely blew me away. It was aged in an oak barrel with, I believe it was brandy or something like that. I can't remember the oak, but it was oaked. There was flavor, dynamics, it was aged, and it really showed me a beer can be more than just what a beer could be. I mean, beer has so many different facets, so many different levels, so many different kind of categories and things you can do with it. You can age it, whoa. And it just really kicked the door open for me on the mindset of what a beer can be, what you can do with ale. The boundaries are limitless with beer, and the fact that you can get more dynamic tastes and flavors and aromas out of a beer that costs $2.60 or whatever than you can with a wine that costs $18. Well, guys, I got cut off there for a little bit, but basically, yeah, that's my journey through ale. The BrewDog was the last one on the list, and just opened me up to all the things that you could do with beer, and that, that also opened me up. That same one opened me up to the idea of, well, if you can't find a beer that's doing what you want, you make a beer, you homebrew. So that's my 10 beers. Take a little walk. That's my 10 beers that have been most influential in my life, and I hope other people respond to it as well. And I drank my beer, so I can't cheers to you guys, but but I can say it anyway. But yeah, definitely pretty good stuff. Kind of fun going back through my own life. You don't really think about it until someone asks the question. But excuse me. This has been the 10 beers that have influenced my life so far, and just want to say thanks to Albino Rhino for posing the question, and to anybody else who's responded, to all my subscribers and viewers and whatnot, and to everybody out there in beer world. Cheers, it's been fun. Hopefully we'll do this some more.